About 13 million unemployed California workers are stuck in ED payment limbo, including 889,000 workers the State Employment Development Department says it can't pay, at this time, even if they've been out of work for months amid coronavirus-linked shutdowns. At a state legislative hearing last week, the state's Employment Development Department was blasted by lawmakers and members of the public for repeated failures in making payments to unemployed workers. The embattled state agency, through information released by ED Director Sharon Hilliard, revealed it is aware of at least 13 million unpaid claims over the 4 months from March through July. Those unpaid jobless claims break down this way: 889,000 unemployed California workers who may be eligible with additional information, and another 239,000 whose claims are pending ED resolution. After the hearing, however, the ED made it clear that the 889,000 workers would be obliged to provide more information to the state agency if they are going to get paid. The ED also told the San Jose Mercury News via email that without the additional information, those unemployed workers would be out of luck. "We can't approve these claims at this time," ED spokesperson Lori Levy said. "These claimants are basically ineligible unless they follow up on notices they've been given." Countless workers say they haven't been paid since they lost their jobs in mid-March when the first wave of layoffs started. "Unfortunately, all ED can do is remind claimants where possible that action from them is needed," Levy said. Among the requirements, the ED says workers must officially certify with the state agency that they have filed a claim for unemployment benefits and that without that formal certification, payments can't be processed and issued. Workers are also being obliged by the ED to prove they were paid wages, to verify their identities, and to ensure that their employers had the correct status for the employees. Nancy Martinez, a San Francisco resident, lost her job in March through a coronavirus-linked layoff at a Bay Area restaurant. She applied for unemployment benefits on March 20th. The only correspondence from the ED, after 4 months, was a letter stating that the claim was being processed. "I go on the ED website, and there's no update, no information," Martinez said Monday. "It's been months. No benefits. No money. Nothing." Martinez's husband also is out of work, she said Monday. "Because of ED's failures, our constituents are depleting their life savings, going into extreme debt, having trouble paying rent and putting food on the table," State Assemblymember David Chu, a Democrat who represents parts of San Francisco, said during the legislative hearing last week. In addition to widespread computer glitches at its website, the ED's broken call center rarely, if ever, responds to inbound telephone calls from applicants. "The ED is horrible," Martinez said.